to my channel Chimy in Finland. This is I guess the third time I'm trying this streaming, but it's not really working well. So here's I'm going to talk about the coronavirus update in Finland, especially in Tampere, where the city where I stay. So nowadays I just see the update that it's about 272 people got positive coronavirus in whole Finland, and the Tampere is the third of the amount of the people get infected. So I was like it's a bit quiet, not really panic, but aware about this, and it's gonna be spreading, or I hope that it's going to how to say ohi in English. It's like, yeah, here is the issues. Like nowadays at the moment about the study, now I just starting my distance learning started tomorrow, and today actually we should still going to school in Monday in Finland in my study, because everyone which is new here, I'm studying as a practical nurse in Finland here. So my school said that actually we still have study today in the morning and in the afternoon, but because of some reason in my class only around 5 people which is coming in the morning, so the afternoon teacher say that maybe it's better like we do all of us going to distance learning today in the afternoon. So I just get home, pick up my daughter, which is now actually in Tampere itself, the student from the grade 1 to grade 6, they still study in their school. And then from grade 7 to grade 9, they can study in school or at home. So they can choose whatever they want. And if they feel safe to study in school, then they are allowed to go to school, or they want to study at home, then they are allowed also to study in their home. But the thing is, like, they from the grade 7 to grade 9, they are allowed to come to school to eat their lunch. So this is, I don't understand like how it is, but maybe they are, I mean, like, they have right to go to school just for eating, for the example, but they also has a right to go to school to study. But they can stay at home if they want. But from the grade 1 to grade 6, so the school also like require that they coming to school. So even though that in some case there is quite also people which is they keep their kids at home and being absent today, but if they in some risk group, for example, if they have kind of sickness, then they are allowed to stay at home. And in the daycare itself, like my son daycare, they can still go to the daycare. Maybe they think that this is a good how to say, the best way to keep the country running, while some of parents need to go to work, like they cannot be absent or they cannot do the remotely work from home. I mean, so they need to go to the really working. So who's going to take care of their kids, which is they are like in the age of daycare, for example. So they still try to keep the daycare open, so to make sure that they still have place to put their kids while they are working. Of course, maybe some parents still complaining, but some parents are supporting. But I myself, like, yeah, I do whatever best for my family, of course, but I support also the government, how the way they organize all of this outbreak. So I mean, like, we haven't get locked down yet, but from the city itself, they say that if they have an event more than 500 people, then we should like cancel it, or they are not advised to have more than 500 people. Or we have some small event, for example, like birthday party or something, we should also cancel it, because it's like to limit the spreading of the virus itself. For me, like, okay, it's understandable because we try to keep everyone is healthy. Of course, some people may be still complaining about why and whatever it is. But for me, like, I try to keep myself positive, that we just don't go to the crowded place. We try to avoid like really public place, which is like, it's not important. We have a forest here where we can do some activity without closing to each other. For me, like, this is also quite a good opportunity being in Finland and staying in nature, and also being a good opportunity with us, with the family, where we can stay together inside the house. Of course, it's quite also like the thing is like I can stay home because I have that kind of distance learning. My husband can stay home because he can work from home. Also my son can stay at home also if I want to keep him at home or I want to send him to the daycare. But of course there is risks everywhere, and my daughter, she is now in the first grade and she needs to go to school, and I try to limit it like to contact with many, so I just decide that she just go to school and then after that I pick her up. Usually she can go to the kind of care home or after school activity. So here is like, it's just opinion, and I hope that everything is like finish all of these things and chaos and whatever, because people in Finland also like they starting to get paranoid about this virus, not because of they are worried about coronavirus itself. Maybe they are worried that they don't get food, because nowadays in supermarket they run out mostly of the toilet paper. Of course it's not everywhere. Yesterday I went to the like supermarket and there is still like food, there is still like toilet paper and everything in supermarket is still there. But in some places I heard, or in the news as well, they say that they are run out of the toilet paper. So in this case, like why they need the toilet paper? Maybe they cannot live without toilet paper. But for me as an Asian, I have that, so I have no problem with the toilet paper. But maybe some people think that this like really important thing, so we cannot say like you are wrong or I'm right? Okay, so I just want to like wisely say that we are in this together, so we should like not being selfish or doing to panic. Okay, but we need to be aware but not to panic, and we are together in this. So hopefully that everything goes quickly and then we back to normal and we study back to normal, because like it's really difficult. And in this outbreak, I hope that everyone understand that self-isolation means that we stay at home, avoiding the crowd, avoiding to meet many people and spreading the virus. It doesn't mean that people can visit their family which is far away. We don't know like during the trip and then they are going to meet someone, especially if we have outbreak like this, and then please not going to the grandma or grandfather, because we can have maybe like possibility to spreading the virus to there. Just if they are staying in the kind of far away from the city, it's better like let them being there in peace. If this is only my opinion, so you can have a different opinion than me, but they are in, like people in the elderly, and they have more risks to get this virus and then got more, how to say, is their condition is different, and I hope that they don't get any infected, so they are more safe, and we try to avoid that one. Okay guys, thanks for seeing, subscribe and for more video, and I will try to update about this coronavirus maybe in the future. And this is Finland, where we can have a nature, where we can maybe spend some more time here in the forest alone without being in the crowd with the family while we are in the self-isolation. I hope that it will be finished and we can back to normal. Okay, bye. Thanks for watching.